Hello there and welcome to Travels with Geordie. If this is your first visit, my name is Peter Knowles and I live on this classic wooden motor cruiser currently anchored here in Genoa Bay, British Columbia, along with the loving memory of my pup Geordie, all the while fixing it up for some pretty ambitious cruising. If that's the sort of thing that you might find interesting, please consider sticking around and subscribing. I'd love to have you. Well, it is lovely to be back aboard Geordie. The month cruising aboard MV Zephyrus was absolutely delightful, but it is great to get back to work on the, well, you know, the upper helm. But we do have one more episode of cruising, so let's jump back in time to Pirate Cove on De Courcy Island and get to where we are now. And here we are at Saturna Island Government Wharf, which I must say is in absolutely brilliant shape. There's the ferry terminal right there, and just up the hill, of course, is the pub. So we go. And here we are at the Saturna Lighthouse on Saturna Island, right at the ferry terminal.
Waiting for the sunset.
Waiting for the sunset. We've been in this neighborhood a few times, but never actually been to the pub. So, cheers. What are you drinking?
She's cool. Beer.
Well, that was just perfect. So where are we going next?
Winter Cove.
Winter Cove? Winter Cove, you mean right there?
Right around the corner.
I love this life. And here we are at the Brentwood Bay Resort Marina, and we're here for a wedding actually, thus the kilt. Anyway, so we're just going up to the wedding at the winery, and hopefully this will be a hell of a lot of fun. Cheers. But a pint and a pizza before that is just fine. Cheers. Chorizo arugula. Well, then we've had a couple of really great days here in Brentwood Bay. With the highlight being attending our very good friend's wedding yesterday, which was just a fabulous event and a chance to do some dancing. It was always good fun. Anyway, so today we're off again, and we're still not quite sure where, but it'll be fun. All right then, we're off, and I tell you, if I've been wishing for summer, it's arrived. It is hot out there. Hot, hot, hot. morning and welcome to Portland Island, where we spent the night, also known as Princess Margaret Island. We're actually in Royal Bay. The entire island is a park because it was gifted to Princess Margaret, and she actually returned it after a while. I guess she didn't have any need for it. We'll see you later. Have a great voyage.
Thanks.
Lady Zephyrus is off to kayak around Portland Island, which to me seems like quite an ambitious undertaking, but to her is pretty much a piece of cake after having kayaked the coast of Alaska and South America and here she comes. Nice voyage.
Scope.
Pretty good, eh?
You should get your drone out.
Yeah, I should, I suppose. Yeah. Only one other person in here, not so bad.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say here? Oh yeah. Well, Moby's Pub at the head of Ganges Harbor in Salt Spring. Gonna stop over in Ganges Harbor on Salt Spring Island to do a reprovisioning because it was market day. Good day to do it. Okay, and we're off.
few little scallops.
Just a couple of scallops.
Cheers. Bon appetit. The sun is still up.
Over here at Wallace Island, and had a bit of a blow this afternoon, and quite a few boats got a little messed up. None of which are still here, so there's no guilty parties. Everyone here is now well anchored. We are really, really well anchored. Very, very good set. And let out another 60 feet of road. The anchor is way over there, really well set. I'm not worried. But we got about a 20 knot blow through here this afternoon, and that's what messed everything up. So what I'm going to do, actually, we have a spare anchor. Not much of an anchor, but it's a Danforth. It's not so bad. What we don't have is any road for it. But for those of you who've been watching a while, MV Zephyrus actually has 100 feet of chain and 500 feet of road, which we would never, ever use. So what we're going to do, actually, I'm going to pull out some of this road, well, actually, all of it out on the deck, and I'm going to cut off the last 200 feet, leaving 300 feet of road on the chain and 200 feet as a backup road for the backup anchor. And I'm going to be geared up, I don't know if I'm going to do it, to set an anchor out there as an emergency backup anchor. Correction, did I say 500 feet of road? There's 600 feet of road. This is the 580, and of course it's tied off at the bitter end, and I'll have to go below and untie that. 600 feet of road. Okay. Good early morning from Princess Inlet on Wallace Island, where we've been the last couple of nights. Really enjoyed in here. We've been here many times this year. Sort of a good staging area for the last few days of our cruise, which is what we're at. So we're off today to head around to Maple Bay and pick up Nvjordi and head off to a yet undisclosed location. Alright then, so see ya. I'm going over to pick up Geordie. I'm going to jump in the dinghy, and then we're off. Geordie! Oh my gosh, check that out. So I'm going to throw him straight in. Oh no, he is seriously robust. In he goes. Not quite sure why my other dinghy here is floating backwards. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a minute. Alright, dinghy sorted and bailed. Ah, delightful. Well, first things first, let's spark her up. Gotta turn the breaker on. Okay, I'm gonna leave all this camera gear for now. As usual, just check, make sure there's coolant. All good. Okay, I'm off. You want to race? We'll race. Okay, so we've been rafted up to Geordie for a couple hours. We've transferred all the stuff back and forth that we've moved in over the cruise, and we're going to leave Geordie here, anchored in the middle of Genoa Bay, and we're going to go somewhere in Zephyrus. Yeah. Well, hello and welcome to this week's Travels with Geordie Beer of the Week. Coming to you this week from
Genoa Bay.
Genoa Bay. Excellent.
Or as some might call it Genoa Bay.
I say Genoa Bay, and I know that's probably not right. But
Genoa?
anyway,
Genoa. You decide.
You decide. We're drinking today the Tall Man Hazy IPA from Moon Underwater, one of our favorite breweries, and we've been driving around with this for a little while, hoping to enjoy it.
Waiting for the right moment.
Waiting for that right moment.
For the tall man.
Exactly. But I mean, a hazy IPA, always popular, at least with me. Maybe a little less so with Ladies After.
I love hazy IPAs.
Okay.
Love them.
Having a little
Somehow
trouble
I
with
thought it was going to
before.
be dark, but
I know.
if it's a good summery,
It's good and
hazy.
bubbly. I think there'll be a short timeout while we let this beer settle.
The tall man is a little bit
A little
heady.
bit, yeah.
It's got a little headroom.
No doubt. All right, see you in a few minutes. And we're back. We have managed to produce reasonably drinkable beer. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
To the Tall Man.
To the tall man.
That is not what I was expecting.
A little bit bitter.
A little bit bitter. A little bit. Anyway.
Hazy.
Yeah, it's hazy. Anyway, it's sort of bitter without that hoppy, nice citrus follow-up.
Yeah,
It's just plain bitter.
If you like bitter.
If you like bitter, you're all set. Anyway, let's get straight on to last week's winner of a Travels with Geordie t-shirt, who is Steve Copito. Congratulations, Steve, and get a hold of me, and you've won a Travels with Geordie t-shirt.
Congratulations.
Cheers, Steve. Well, yes, what a couple of weeks it's been. And maybe now we can sort of explain why we were zigzagging all over the Southern Gulf Islands for a month.
Yeah, we had some figuring out to do.
Figuring out to do, looking at a few
Options.
The possibility came up to perhaps get a shed. And so there are very, very few available, and they're scattered around here and there. So we jumped around looking at a few of them, and lo and behold,
Genoa Bay.
Genoa Bay.
We have shelter.
Shelter for the boats.
Much coveted shelter.
We are sitting in the cockpit of Zephyrus at this moment, tucked into, as you've just watched, the new shed, which we'll be able to use for all the boats, for all the maintenance.
Do some work.
Do
Kinda
some
like
work.
our neighbors are doing right now.
Exactly. Neat thing about Genoa Bay is it's a real community, and there are people here working on boats and building. There's various little other woodworking projects and shops,
It's
and
a
there's a few
cool
liveaboards.
place.
It's a really, really cool
Really
place.
nice people.
Yeah, we're really enjoying it. And how many sheds back on a view like this?
It's
And-
like Disneyland here. We got swans,
yeah, the
we've
swans were here a minute ago.
raccoons. We've got
Yeah,
kingfishers.
yeah.
Herons,
Seals right here.
Oh, there's a kingfisher.
Yeah. And it's turned out to be a really neat spot. I've been here a couple of days now doing some work on Zephyrus, and I'm really enjoying it. I just like it.
It's really nice. Nice energy. Good
Yeah,
place.
it's a nice
We're
feel.
very happy.
Very happy. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Cheers. Obviously, there'll be lots more on the shed and how we'll use it and what we'll do with it over the next few episodes. But
And working in it.
and
of course.
working in it and getting stuff done. Well, very good. So we just need
Imagine
what?
dry,
endlessly dry, sheltered from the weather, the wind.
bringing the fine furniture inside.
Exactly. And someone told us a while ago, I don't know if we've mentioned it, that someone said, keeping a wooden boat is kind of like keeping fine furniture outdoors, and it pretty much is.
And living in it.
And living in it, exactly. So,
Yay, we're
yay,
excited.
This is going to be great. So all we need now is a word of the week.
You want me to say it?
I want you to say it.
Give me shelter.
Shelter.
I think it should be shelter.
It should be, because we feel so sheltered in here. So, if you'd like to win a Travels with Geordie t-shirt, simply use the word shelter in a comment down below, and I'll pick at random over the next week or so worth of comments. And if I pick you, you'll win a Travels with Geordie t-shirt.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! See you all next week.
Cheers.
Cheers. No, that is a bit too much. Well, there you are. Good to see you.
I told you. Swans.
You guys missed your big moment. To the swans.
Oh, I thought we were done way before that.